Effective conflict resolution and negotiation. Conflict is a disagreement between two entities. Those two entities could be two people, two companies, two teams, two countries. It could be any two entities that disagree on how should be doing a certain thing. We should learn how to effectively handle them. There are some things that we should not do. Stress out, silent treatment, shouting, get angry and attack, backstabbing, and gossiping. Let's move to steps to handle conflict effectively. The first step, understand each other. Understand the other person's effectiveness, perspectives and motivations. Active listening. Express your ideas and interest. The second step is confirm disagreement. Agree that there is a disagreement, personal or technical, pro or cons. Ethical behavior. Understand why there is still lack of willingness to change. Share consequences of disagreement. The next step, which is the step 3, is negotiate. Brainstorm creative alternate ideas. Find a middle ground that works for both. Saves a lot of time and energy. Builds better relationships. Know what is negotiable for you. And the final step, step 4, clean escalate. Together, agree to talk to higher authority. Both present each other's case. Ask for advice on what path to take forward. So that's the 4 steps process. Step 1, understand each other. Step 2, confirm disagreement. Step 3, negotiate. And lastly, step 4, clean escalate. What is the nature of conflict in organizations? Conflicts occur whenever disagreements exist in a social setting or when emotional antagonisms create friction between individuals or groups. Substantive, a fundamental disagreement over ends or goals to be pursued and the means of their accomplishment. Emotional, interpersonal difficulties that arise over feelings of anger, mistrust, dislike, fear, resentment, and the like. So there's the levels of conflict on organizations. First is the interpersonal. Interpersonal can be caused by rivalries, personality differences. Intrapersonal. Intrapersonal pressure from incompatible or internal goals or expectations. Intergroup. Intergroup causes are substantive competitions or resources or emotional. Lastly, the inter-organizational. Inter-organizational competition for market share. Functional conflict. results in constructive, positive benefits to individuals, the team, or the organization. Dysfunctional conflict. Destructive to an individual or team. Potential benefits of functional conflict. Brings important problems to the surface so they can be addressed. Causes decisions to be carefully considered. Increases amount of information used for decision making. Provides opportunities for creativity. Potential outcomes of dysfunctional conflict. Diverts energies, hurts group cohesion, promotes interpersonal hospitalities, creates a negative environment, can decrease performance and job satisfaction, can contribute to absenteeism and job turnover. So what is the nature of conflict in organizations? Culture and conflict. Culture and cultural differences must be considered for their conflict potential. Sensitivity and respect when working across cultures can often tap the performance advantages of both diversity and constructive conflict. How can conflict be managed? Conflict resolution. Situation in which the underlying reasons for a given destructive conflict are eliminated. Causes of conflict. Vertical conflict occurs between levels and commonly involves supervisor, subordinate, and team leader disagreements over resources, goals, deadlines, or performance results. Next is horizontal conflict. Occurs between persons or group working at the same hierarchical level. Line staff conflict involves disagreements between line and staff personnel over who has authority and control over decisions on matters such as budgets, technology, and human resource practices. Next is negotiations. What is the nature of negotiation in organizations? Negotiation. The process of making joint decisions when the parties involved have different preferences. Effective negotiation factors. Quality. Negotiation results offer a quality agreement that is wise and satisfactory to all sides. Harmony. Negotiation is harmonious and fosters rather than inhibits good interpersonal relations. Efficiency. Negotiation is efficient and no more time-consuming or costly than absolutely necessary. Ethical aspects of negotiation. The motivation to behave ethically in negotiations is put to the test by each party's desire to get more than the other from the negotiation and or by a belief that there are insufficient resources to satisfy all parties.